Good morning, everyone. Mike Chipperini here with Chipper's Island Adventures, and presently I am standing in the Lime Street train station here in Liverpool, and we are on the move. We've been in Liverpool about 3 days, and now we're headed to London. And we're here a little early, so our train hasn't even got on the track yet, or at least it's not up on the board. Wait a minute, it just got up there. I see it. So we're on track 9. Got the schedule, and we're on the London Euston Station, track 9, and it's on time. So there you go. We'll be moving out here in a minute. This isn't a huge train station, but it's big enough. Got an interesting sculpture here. There you go. And here's the train station itself. These are the tracks. And this is also an area that's a big bus hub as well. So when you're outside, it's just constant buses going back and forth. Coming up on John and Sue, all set to go. As far as where we just stayed and left from, not a bad place. Got by, had 2 bathrooms, which is always good. But it's, you know, a lot of European Airbnbs are makeovers in older buildings, so they don't have all the things you might take for granted in the States. Like, for instance, the bathroom might not have really good ventilation. But you make do with what you got. The location was excellent. Got a little bit noisy at night from the Cavan district, but that's all right. That's what we wanted. We wanted to be close to the Cavan district so we could have access to all the things in that area. And there were plenty of restaurants. And what we did last night is we ate at the Hot Days Night Hotel restaurant, and that was really good. That was like a regular meal. So all for now, we're gonna go ahead and board the train. All right, we're on the move, headed to London. We just left the train station at 10:15, and we'll arrive in London in about 4 hours. The thing with this train ride, usually you can get a 2-hour fast train, but for whatever reason there's construction going on or something, the 2-hour fast train is not available until around June 2nd, which is in another week or so. So we weren't able to book that. We had to book the regular trains running every 4 hours. The nice thing is a direct train. We don't have to change. They did give us an offer for a train like that, at which point I asked, do you have a direct train where there are no changes? And we got this one. Right. And both trains are 4-hour trains. So, but like I said, we'll be arriving in London Euston Station. And once we get there, we got to figure out how to get to our Airbnb. So we're just settling in. We're gonna hang out on this train and enjoy the scenery. Got my travel companions, Johnny Boy reaching up in the overhead, and the queen of travel, Susie Q.
Drop it. And he did.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at...
Okay, so we finally arrived at our apartment. It was about a 4-hour train ride, and then it was about an hour taxi ride, mostly because of traffic. So we finally got to our apartment, and it's always a bit of a settling in type thing, but it's pretty spacious. Check this out. Got a nice big open concept room here with the kitchen, and then the living room where I'm sitting. And then down the hall, we have a nice open hallway. One bedroom here.
changed them both to toilets. So.
We go up here. We have a nice, spacious bathroom. Very big. And then we have another bedroom. And a smaller bathroom.
The queen's bathroom.
Not too shabby. Hey.
In the balcony.
Yeah. And just right off the living area is this nice balcony for sitting out. And then off the kitchen side of the living area is a nice terrace. So, not too shabby, really. Not too shabby. So we're taking a walk to find a restaurant. Came upon this nice canal with the locks. The weird thing around this area, very heavy graffiti presence. But what's wild is the Olympic Stadium is right over here somewhere. We're right near it. So what we're doing is we're going to a restaurant called The Barge. And it's supposed to be a barge on the canal. So we're down in the general area and headed toward it. But check out all the graffiti. It's all over the place, everywhere you look. And we were talking about the area a little bit, and my buddy John was saying that he thinks that when they built the Olympic stadiums and everything in preparation for the Olympics, this place used to be kind of a pretty rundown area. But since then they built a lot of apartments and, you know, try to clean up the area for all the foreigners who are going to come to watch the game. So I don't know, we're just throwing that out there. So we're going to walk down here, find the Barge restaurant, and see how it is. This is a different area. Watching this woman, she's adjusting her solar panels on the roof of the boat she lives on 24/7. And over here and back of me, you can see a part of the Olympic Stadium. This is a nice area here. It's got a lot of character. We're sitting down here with these river barges. And you have two different restaurants right here. One where you sit on the barge, and one where you sit out in the rough at these rustic tables. So we just ordered some food. The barge food is a little bit more finer dining, and we weren't in the mood for that right now. We just want to get fed here. None of us have eaten since breakfast, and it's pushing, it is 5 o'clock right now. So I'm going to show you around here. Check this out. We have a barge over here. This barge serves like frozen margaritas and stuff. And then we have the restaurant barge right here. And then we have this wide open area, which is like a German beer garden. And you have the food truck, which is I think it's an Airstream RV. I believe that's what that is. Turned into a food truck. If it isn't, it's very similar, that's for sure. So we're gonna sit here, have a nice meal. Today is a transition day. It took a bit of time to get over here. Obviously a 4-hour train ride from Liverpool down to London. And then you had the madness of the Euston station. And then we had to taxi cab it all the way out to where we are. We're in the east side of London, which is kind of interesting. This place is you know, you look at it, it's a bit of a rough and tumble. But here we are in the east side of London.
Looks like they grill.
All right, we got the barbecue beef with loaded fries. Barbecue beef burger or something. I think that's chimichurri.
Looks like some kind of.
And then I got kind of like the barbecue beef without the roll. So I got some extra salad with it. And then we have some ham croquettes and arancini. Ham croquette, arancini. Good so far. That's the Bard's Restaurant. This is the Olympic Stadium from the 2000, I believe, 12 Olympics. So I asked about all this graffiti, and a girl said that the east side of London is known for its street art, as they called it. Everywhere you look. I gotta tell you, this is my best friend from Ohio. I only have one friend there, and he's my best friend, and that's John Whitney. He's a good man. This guy's a farmer in America. We're having a great time here over in London. We're sitting out here watching the sunset over London, and it's an unbelievable experience that, you know, you can take for granted or not take for granted, and John and I are not taking this scene for granted. I would think. He's a good man.